I love that, man. And I was gonna just about to ask you about Austin. I think he's such a talented artist and a really, really special guy in the creative field. First time I heard him was, I think it was All These Pretty Girls, and I was like, "Whoa, dude! Like, what is this? Like, this is good." And that's why I love Cafe Disco too, because they're so great at just curating the perfect stage for an artist like Austin. On the flip side of Artist Collective, what are some things that you've done maybe with Austin and some other artists that you've managed to help them grow? Austin is obviously just said he was going to play at South by Southwest. He's releasing all this great music. He has tours. You've gone all over with him. What's been the timeline for someone like him?
Yeah, so I got linked in with him like professionally as his manager, maybe beginning of last year, if my math is right.
Okay.
So basically, I was a super fan of his music first and foremost.
Wow.
That's one of the main reason that I manage him as opposed to consulting, is because there's a lot of different factors. He's pushing out a lot of music. It mainly comes down to I was just a super fan of his music. I remember seeing him perform one time, and I didn't even know. I was like, "Yo, that was crazy," and we kind of linked from there.
That's awesome.
But it kind of grew into a friendship and then a business relationship. And so the first year I got on board, our main focus was, you asked about a timeline. My main focus was like, in a year, his Spotify, I guess, realm was lacking. Mm-hmm. So I like to like hyper focus on a specific area, whether it be for a quarter or a year or whatever. Yeah. So I said, but in this year that we work together, I want to grow your Spotify, however that means, follows, streams, monthly listeners, playlists. I want to dive into that. Mm-hmm. And we successfully did that. I think we raised him from 1,000 monthly listeners to, sometimes it goes up to like 70K. Yeah. And that was just based on more music, more collaborations, mm-hmm. and more just, digging into the dirty stuff nobody wants to, like finding playlists and things like that. And I learned so much. So your original question was, what are some steps? Really just set some goals. Like, there's so much to build in this industry. You can get overwhelmed. This is a quote I get a lot from artists. They say there's so much to do as an independent artist. I get so overwhelmed with what there is to do that I end up just doing none of it. So it's like, you can't think of it like that. Just piece it by piece. Cool. In the next 3 months, I'm going to work on building my mailing list. Everything you do should support that goal. Everything. Your content should immediately have it support that mailing list in some shape or form. So just find those goals and just execute. Just double down on it and then analyze the data. Cool, we got there. Cool, we didn't. How can we get there again? So I guess that first year was Spotify and live performances. Mm-hmm. As you know, that's kind of changing now. So we feel good about Spotify, so we're kind of refocusing on just YouTube platform and just building more of those super fans, whether that mean a mailing list or just online engagement. So we just we kind of go in quarters on what we want to focus on, and whether you're an artist or you have a manager or you're an artist with a manager, like do that. Just come together and just meet and talk and collaborate and get a freaking whiteboard. I have 5 of them. Whiteboards saved my life.
Oh my God, Evan, that's fucking hilarious, because me and my manager partner, we say whiteboard session, and that's it. And we know what's going to go down, right? There's something about putting pen to paper. Look at that. You guys.
Those are 2 months ahead of time. So I can I see and I cross it out. That's a lot of times it's just visualizing what you want. And if you don't ever set that goal or visualize it or put it on a whiteboard or, write it on the back of your toilet, if you're not visualizing that, it probably will never happen. It's the law of attraction. I don't know how crazy deep you want to go with stuff like this, but that stuff is real. That's real.
Thank you, dude. You're a very driven guy, and I'm relating to you on a lot of different levels here. And you got to write that shit down, man. I strongly believe that in a digital age, there's something so raw about writing down something that you want to do and holding yourself accountable, right? It's not like sending a text like I might be there. It's fucking writing in your own personal book, wherever you do. That's what I think about. No matter where I write it, it means something to me. Dude, this is my notebook right here, bro, with all my shit. And if it doesn't get written in here, it's highly unlikely it gets done. So it's a word to the wise for everybody watching this. Like, write it down.
Right. Just the act of writing it, even if it's not in a place where you see it every day, just the act of writing it gets to your brain better than just thinking it. It's just reinforcement.